Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff Rains, coming to you with Foundation of Civilization. It's the book that I wrote to understand the principles that bring societies, nations, communities together, and how they help help keep us, help sustain us, and help develop us. I recently saw a documentary on the fall of the Bronze Age, which I thought was kind of fascinating, and I think it has a lot of analogies for us today. Now, the Bronze Age was named after the alloy that was associated with it. For a long time, for centuries, people have been using copper tools, which were fairly strong, but they found out that if they added just a little bit of tin to the copper, they could come up with a much better alloy. It was stronger, lasted longer, held an edge better. Now, in the Eastern Mediterranean, we had quite a few nations that were conducting a lot of trade, and most people, I don't think, even realize how much trade was going on. A lot of foodstuffs, obviously the copper, the tin, the you know, wine, dyes, clothing, uh, just about anything that you could think of today. And it was very successful and very prosperous for quite a few people, for most of the people that lived in that area. You had the city states in Greek, you had the Hittite Empire in Anatolia, modern day Turkey. You had a lot of city states in the Levant. You had Egypt, the island nations on Cyprus and Crete. Now, somewhere around 1200 BC, something happened. We believe there are a number of factors. One of them was that there was some change in the weather, and the weather brought about some serious droughts. So harvests were very poor for several years, for many years. Another factor may have been the social stratification. The people at the middle and the bottom got tired of the people at the top abusing them, and they said, "Enough! We're not going to have any more." And so they packed up and left, and they moved to where it was much more prosperous and much more. They had much more better opportunities, which that was the Eastern Mediterranean. Some of them some of these people, collectively, they're called the Sea People. Now, interestingly enough, a significant number of them were not involved with the sea, but a lot of them traversed the oceans. They came through the Greek city-states into Turkey. In fact, they probably brought about the destruction of the Hittite Empire. They burned and destroyed cities all throughout the Middle East and into Syria. Um, the all throughout Egypt also. Bef- Before the the Sea People came, uh, like I said, there was a lively trade. After it, all of the nations were drastically changed, especially the trade also. Now, these people collectively, like I said, they came from all over the place. Some of them from southern Russia, throughout the plains, maybe Romania, Hungary. They came from north of Greece. We also believe that they came, especially from the Western Mediterranean, maybe Sicily, maybe further from North Africa, um, modern day Tunisia, uh, possibly as far out as Spain, or maybe even into the Atlantic. Uh, we we do not know. We have names for all these people, but we do not know exactly who to associate with them, except for one group of people. Those were the Phoenicians. In the Bible, they're called the Philistines. These people, like I said, they visited destruction everywhere they went, and they drastically changed the way that things occurred, or the way. things were working in the Middle East and the Eastern Mediterranean. So, what does that mean for us to today? Uh, well, the world is heavily involved in trade. The United States and Western Europe is heavily dependent on China for labor, and Russia and China for resources. China and Russia, in turn, are very dependent on other people to be able to produce the things that they need to. And for for quite a while, the United States has dominated much of this trade through a currency system called the SWIFT system, and it is backed by the dollar, dominated by the dollar, and it allowed the people in the United States, the leaders of the United States, to abuse their power, and people have grown very tired of it. So in 2006, uh, Brazil, Russia, India, and China got together and decided to establish their own system, and they have been working on their own financial system, and they eventually plan to have their own currency, allegedly backed by gold. We'll see how it all works out. Now, in 2011, they were joined by South Africa because South Africa apparently was also tired of being abused. Uh, they have been slowly working to set up their system and to shut out Western Europe, especially the United States. Uh, yes, I know the United States is in North America. Uh, Eventually, uh, this is going to come to a head, and we're seeing some of that in the changes in trade. We're also seeing some of that in the wars that are being conducted. We I mean, right now, Ukraine and Russia have been at war for a couple of years now. Um, in the Middle East, Israel has been fighting their neighbors for mm, about half a year. At some point in the very near future, I expect that China will try to reunite Taiwan as uh, one of its provinces, uh, like they've said. Uh, that that will have a very significant impact on us for our power generation, for our supplies, our goods, our food. Um, and the biggest problem is going to be the currency, the disruption in the currency. People are going to figure out that the dollar is not as worth as much, nearly as much as it has been, because it's been abused for so at least 50 years. Um, I hope that you guys are preparing. I hope that you guys are ready for the changes that are going to occur. It is not going to be fun, not going to be easy. You got to get ready mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. There, it, things are changing, things are coming. This is part of the changes in the world that are supposed to come, that have to come so that society can advance itself. Please like and subscribe and le- get your family ready. Things are going to happen. Thank you very much, and let me know how you like this video. Again, my name is Jeff Rains with Foundation of Civilization. I hope that you are doing well and will be prepared for the changes that are coming in the future. Thank you very much. Have a great day.